Okay. I thought I would go back and do, for those of you who did not go to conference, I thought I would go back and do the conference leader thing that I did. Just a fair warning that I did this with 2 other people, so some of it was more of their expertise, but I will give you what I remember from it. We collaborated together on this. And then also my baby is by herself downstairs. Like I can hear her. My husband's outside. So if she cries, I'm gonna have to go get her, but I'll just go grab her real fast. I'll tell you guys though before I do that. But she should be going to sleep in her swing, so. All right, so I should have it recording.
Come on, babe.
Does it say recording for you guys up at the top right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So that I can post it in the group for people who can't be here. So what we did our topic on was how to mentor leaders and future leaders. So I will go over that. And, you know, hopefully you guys can take something back with you, you know, that you can maybe start doing with your teams or just to give you some ideas. And then you can, you know, formulate it to however you would like to do it. So we'll talk about strategic goal setting and accountability using the virtual office, partnership versus management, how to give effective feedback and recognition, and tips to train the trainer. Now, normally I'm not going to make a PowerPoint for every time that we do this. I just happen to have this. So our, you know, basically what we want to do is we want to learn how to be effective leaders without completely burning out. And I'm keeping it simple, duplicable, and fun because it's really easy to get out. Let me see if I can. Okay, I muted everybody. If you have anything to ask or say, feel free to unmute yourself, and you can definitely do that. Okay. So do you feel overwhelmed by your leadership role? Like how many of us do feel overwhelmed at times? Some of us have never been in leadership before. This is our first time. And we're like, what should I be doing? Am I doing all the right stuff? You know, it's really easy to get burnt out. And it's really easy to feel overwhelmed by it. And that's totally normal and totally okay. It doesn't make you a bad leader. It doesn't make you, you know, if you don't feel like that, that's awesome. That doesn't make you a bad leader either. But it is really easy to get overwhelmed by leadership. So how can we be effective leaders? We can help our teams attain their own goals, not just our goals for them. So it's really important to know what your team, what their personal goals are. Your personal goal might be to get to the very top of the company. Their personal goal may not be the same. And it's really important that we don't push our goal onto them. The most effective leaders have reached leadership by helping their teams achieve their own personal goals and not just your personal goal to get to the top. Provide the tools for your team to succeed, but don't do everything for them. So it's really easy to get stuck in the trap of doing everything for somebody on your team. And believe me, I've had that issue before. You know, they were seeing success, but a lot of their success was me doing things for them. And that's a really hard trap to get put into. And then it creates a cycle to where they're expecting that out of you. So it's really important from the get-go to be like, okay, here's what I did. Here is, you can give them every single step that you did. You can share with them videos and all of that. But make sure that you are not doing everything for them, because if you are, then you are setting the tone for the rest of their career with Color Street. Know that it is more than a paycheck. So I know most of you here are well aware of that. Most of you here are so excited to see the people underneath of you succeed, as well as yourself. And knowing that, you know, it's more than a paycheck is definitely for sure the way to run your team, run your business, etc. And find the joy in your journey. What makes this enjoyable for you? Definitely capitalize on that. What makes this your your calling. Find out what you love about this and run with it. And honestly, I'm not going to sit here and say that I know everything about everything, because I do not. There is a lot that I don't know. There are some things that I'm really good at, but there's also some things I'm really weak at. For me personally, like right now, I mean, I've always been really weak at parties. I have finally hired myself a virtual assistant and asked for help in doing these. So just knowing that you aren't the knower of all, you don't know everything, making sure that your team has different learning styles that they can learn from, etc. But finding your joy, what makes you happy? What can you train on that you're really great at? What can you get other people to train on that they're really great at? So, sorry, I have like an itch in the back of my head. I know I keep scratching it. Okay, and know your purpose in building a team. Why are you building that team? Are you building them to help others succeed? That's okay. Are you building a team to make a paycheck? That's okay too. But making sure, going back, that you know that it is more than a paycheck and that it's about them as well. So strategic goal setting and accountability using the virtual office. So I have this, I don't know if I put it in I want to say I did put it in the files, but if I didn't, I'll make sure it's there. Jessica Latham, she's another presidential team member. She made this sheet, and it helps you become, or helps you set your SMART goals every single month. So using this, teaching your team to use something like this really helps them visualize their goals for that month. And it's a really great tool to use. So your SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So making sure that your team members also know, and you yourself, that the goals that you set for yourself, like you're not going to put this paper out and be like, all right, I'm selling this many sets and I'm enrolling this many stylists. Make it attainable for yourself. Make it measurable. Make it realistic. For me personally, I would sit here and say, okay, I would have to do the math first. I'd be like, okay, I want to sell, I want to make sure I sell $1,000 worth of nails. How many sets is that? So then I would circle the amount of sets, and then I would color them in as I do them. I want to enroll 5 stylists this month, not 10, but I want to enroll 5 because that's realistic and attainable for me and my goals. And it's really, sometimes people just need this visual of goals. So mapping, a lot of you guys know about mapping, and these are definitely in the files in the leadership section. Mapping is a really great way to help your team members, and anybody who reaches out to me and says, please help me map my next goal, I definitely help them. This is how I do it because I'm a visual learner. So if you aren't doing this, if you're not doing mapping, that's totally okay. But know how to do it. That way, for people like myself, you can say to your leaders or your up and coming leaders, anybody who wants to rank promote, say, okay, I can give you this visual tool and I can help you use it. I personally have to use these every single month. Some people keep saying that I'm like living in the Stone Age with this, but I can't look at the back office myself, but just because of how I am and what my, I'm a visual learner. I have to actually write it out. I can't look at the back office and know what I'm looking at. I have to actually write it. So mapping helps visual goal setting. It gives them a plan, and it makes the goals seem more attainable rather than just saying, oh my gosh, okay, so I need 4 qualified legs, 2 senior stylists. Like that sounds like a huge bunch of mumbo jumbo to me. So being able to look at a map like this is really, really helpful. And those are in the file section of the leadership page. And if you don't know how to use them and you need help with that, message me and I will help you. If you need help mapping, definitely reach out to me. I will help you. Doesn't matter where on my lineage you are. I can help you with your mapping. So making sure that you're utilizing the VO as a leader. Know your numbers, use the tools, go down here to, you can do custom reports, you can basically find out anything that you want to find out by using custom reports. And people don't realize that because they haven't really delved into it. I don't even know all the reports that can be pulled from that. But I know that if I have an idea, like say I want to know who all bonus qualified back in June, I can actually go to my custom reports and find that out. Track to set attainable goals, and a goal without a plan is just a wish. So plan, plan, plan. So partnership versus management. Making sure that you are not being a manager of people's business and you're treating it as a partnership. That's really important. You know, it's really, like I said before, it's really important to know that you are you're in it to help others, not be their boss. That's why we don't have, like, we're not bosses. We help people achieve their goals. We're coaches is more of what the word would be. So you're in this together and build each other up, create authentic relationships, free expectation. So if you have a new stylist who just joined your team, get to know her, personally know her, and not just her, not just why she's with Color Street and etc. And don't, you know, I always let my new stylists know, like, I ask them, what are their goals? What are your goals and what do you hope to achieve? I will never make you do more than you are comfortable and willing to do, because A, that's just going to drive them away. B, not everybody is in it to win it. You know, their winning might be that they just want to make extra friends, or that they just want to, you know, pay their car payment every month. It doesn't have to be thousands of dollars that they want to make every month. Some people are actually really happy in their jobs, you know, and they don't want to give that up, but they wanted something on the side for either fun or just a little extra cash. So it's really important to know that you are a partner with them and not their manager. Don't give somebody an expectation, you know, don't make them feel like you expect something out of them. I've had so many people say to me before things like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I haven't bonus qualified, I'm letting you down. And I'm like, no, you're not. You are not letting me down. If you are okay with where you're at, that is 100% okay. And I am, you know, I want you to achieve your goals. This has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with you. So get personal, get to know them as a person, and evolve together. You know, don't just focus on your own goals, but focus on their goals as well. And eventually, like, if you focus more on the people under you's goals and what they're personally in it for, then you are going to steadily climb without even trying. Like, it's going to be about them, but you are going to, you know, reap benefits. So how to give effective feedback and recognition. So know your audience. What, why, and how. What fuels their fire? Why is this important to them? And how is feedback best delivered? There's different love languages, and I need to get better at this. I'm not great at this. There's different love languages, and there are color personality tests. And I know a lot of leaders do those tests. They give them to their new stylists, and they figure out what color group that they're in. That way that they can give them the kind of feedback and recognition that their color, like in their love language, what it is. So some people don't care about the recognition. You know, some people don't. Some people love the recognition, and that is what they do it for. That fuels their fire. That, you know, just simply reaching out and being like, oh my gosh, you're doing amazing. Like, congratulations on, you know, already having your first sale of the month. Some people, that really fuels them to keep going. Some people don't give a crap, you know? So it's really, and this is something I need to get better at. I'm really bad at this, to be honest. I forget to, like, because for me, honestly, recognition is awesome, but it doesn't fuel my fire. Now, what fuels my fire is I want to win. Like, if I see somebody who is close to my rank or to my, you know, on the leaderboards, if I see somebody who's close, I want to beat them next month. I don't care about the recognition, you know, and some people are like that. And I forget that not everybody's like that. So that's something that I'm working on as well. Here, learn their love language and their temperament. I said this, you heard that. Now, that was Jessica Latham's thing. And I'm going to be honest, I kind of forget what she said about that. But tips to train the trainer. So these are tips for how to train somebody who's going to train somebody else. So be duplicable. You know, don't give these crazy tasks to your downline. If you're doing an incentive, don't say something like, sell $5,000 this month and you'll win a $500 gift card. I don't know. But don't make it like that because that's not duplicable. Not everybody can go and sell $5,000 per month. Make your goals attainable rather than, and I like to say this, rather than rewarding the result, reward the action. So instead say, reach out to 5 people this month this week about joining your business, and I will, you'll go into a drawing for a $500 gift card. Instead of, that's something that's duplicable. That's something that everybody can do. Everybody can reach out to 5 people. Now, not all 5 people are going to join, so don't make the reward for having those people join the team. But, reward the actions and get people doing the things that they should be doing to grow their business instead of rewarding because some people are going to look at that and be like, I can't recruit 5 people. I'm not even going to try. So reward the action, not the, not the result, and be duplicable. Give those goals that are, again, attainable, the SMART goals, Color 10 success rhythm. Color Street put that in place for us. If you don't know anything about the Color 10 success rhythm, definitely do that. We want to get the Color 10 is to color 10 people a week to get them, get some nail strips on them. That's an attainable goal. Put nail strips on, or put samples, or give out 10 samples a week. Collaborate with other leaders. So if you guys notice that we do the Move It Mondays, which I'm going to put up another sign-up sheet soon for that. But not everybody wants to hear from me all the time, and I totally know that, and I'm not great at everything. So that's why I like to have you guys go once a week and go live in Team Blackguard Up and give your style of training, because what resonates with me might not resonate with them. What resonates with them might not resonate with me. So having different leaders, different leadership styles, different ideas is really important. So if you have a team page, I really urge you to get some other leaders in there to go live and do some trainings for you. Work with your team, which we've already talked a lot about that. Don't work, don't tell them what they have to do, but work with them to achieve their own goals. Lead by example. If you're going to ask people to reach out to 5 people that week to join the company and you're going to give them a $500 gift card, you need to do that action as well. So don't just give people these goals and then not also follow through on them. If they're not attainable to you, they're not attainable to, you can't expect them to be attainable to others. So lead by example. Do the things that you are telling your team to do. And be a learn-it-all. Never stop learning, ever, 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 ever. Always be on the lookout for new trainings to train yourself. I will buy courses and I will take them myself, and then I'll take what I learned back to the team, train on that. Always be in the learning mindset, no matter where you are at with your business and where you're at with the company. As a leader, you should be wanting to learn all of it, everything, even if it's not something that you would normally do. That way you can take it back to your team and be like, listen, I've never tried this before, but here's what I learned from this training that I did. So be a learn-it-all, always be open to learning. And again, don't ask your team to do things you wouldn't also do. So what is your purpose in leadership? Reevaluate your why as it pertains to leadership. Is it for yourself? Is it for others? There's no wrong answer. Where are your weaknesses and how can you strengthen them? Figure out what you can do, not just your team, but what you can do. If you are 3 people away from a promotion, or you're $7,000 away from a promotion and you're like, oh, my team's not doing anything, I can't reach this promotion. Well, no, what can you do? And not just by hounding these people. Do you need to recruit more people so you can place them? Do you need to recruit more people so you can have more team volume? What can you do? Not what can your team do? That's the biggest thing that I see is people will message me and be like, I'm trying so hard, but my team's not working. Well, okay, like that's the name of the game, right? That's the business. If you feel like your team's not working, then it's time to hire some new people up on your team, right? Who can you collaborate with for ideas and inspiration? So get with another top leader. Get with a leader who's running with you. You know, find a buddy who is at the same rank as you and get together with them. You guys can share tips and ideas. You guys can go live in each other's team pages. You know, collaborate with other people. And now it's time for your action. You know, this is something that we had people do. To reach out to their frontline leaders by September 1st. This was from conference, so this happened in August. But we wanted them to reach out to their frontline leaders and be like, listen, how can I help you? What are your goals? How can I help you achieve them? And, you know, do you need help? What do you need help with? Ask them to do the same, so that way it's a trickle effect, so that people are reaching out to their people and continuing the process of finding out goals, finding out how people need help. And this is just a repetitive thing. You know, some people are always like, what's your secret? Like, there is no secret. The secret, which isn't a secret, is repetition. Repetition, consistency, persistency, keep going. If you think you say the same thing 6,000 times over and over again, I can guarantee you there's at least one person who didn't ever hear it. So yes, I repeat myself a lot. And sometimes you guys have heard a lot of this stuff, but that's how you do, because people are joining. There's new and upcoming leaders. There's new people emerging. Just keep repeating the process over and over and over. You like my little graphic there? So here was the here was our little end quote. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink. So you can lead people to do the things, but you can't force them to do them. So don't beat a dead horse. Don't, you know, if you have somebody on your team who was a senior director and now she's a team leader, and she's been a team leader for the last 6 months and she hasn't gotten back up to senior director, and you've tried everything to try and help her, but she's not responsive, there's nothing you can do, unfortunately. And that's why as leaders, we have to continue to keep doing the same things over and over again to make sure that we have the end result be where we want it to be. You know, we can't just recruit 16 people and then stop. You know, we can't do that. If you're not consistently doing all those steps that you did at the very beginning of your business to get to where you are now, then you are going to start falling apart. Your team's going to start falling apart. Your business is going to fall apart. So continuing those action steps to do the same things over and over: parties, recruiting, repeat. Parties, recruiting, repeat. Parties, recruiting, repeat. Teach your downline to do the same. Parties, recruiting, repeat. Teaching everybody to do that same thing and never stopping, never getting complacent, because if you get complacent, it falls apart eventually. So there you go. There you have it. Let's see. Yes, I will put, Rose, I'll put the smart chart to the file section. Absolutely. You guys can unmute yourselves. Do you have any questions or anything you want to chat about? We don't even have to chat about this if you don't want to. If there's something else that you wanted to ask, now is the time. Nothing? No one? Nobody? I don't know how many of you had seen that before. All right, guys. Well, if nobody has anything that they want to chat about.
Hey, Michelle.
Yes, hey.
Hi. I just wanted to say thank you for doing this. I'm a brand new team leader. I've only been in the company for about less than 3 months, but I really was touched by your story that you posted last week. And I just wanted to say how brave I thought you were. And it's just an inspiration to be working with women like you. So good job.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
that's it.
Congratulations on team leader in 3 months. That's amazing.
Thank you. Well, it's, it's a team effort.
Right.
It's a struggle sometimes, and it's been a little overwhelming because I was so top heavy at first, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. All right, is anybody else? All right, guys, I will post the recording for this on as soon as it uploads to the cloud. I'll post this for your other leaders in the group that didn't get to catch and for anybody else who didn't. Again, we're going to do this every, what did I say? I don't even remember now. Second Wednesday. What's today? Third Wednesday? I don't remember. It's on the calendar. I don't remember what I said. So have an awesome day, you guys, and I will see you all later.